Minnesota's weak, bro. I've seen so much worse. This is weak. I can't even hear this. But, yeah, they get Lacefield riled up. I mean, Optic fans in 2016, remember that. You don't want to do that.
All right, so tell me about this series, because I thought you had it locked up in 4. But then all of a sudden, we go to a game 5. Skies is dropping 10 kills in the first 5 rounds, and yet you guys still come back and steal the victory. How did you pull it off? How do you guys stay composed?
Yeah, so, I mean, I had a bad map 4. I mean, I think we should have took that. But game 5, I mean, JT completely took over. He got specialist, everything. And, yeah, I mean, we knew we lost a few of those rounds early on that we really shouldn't have. Just stay composed, played the game we know how to play. And, yeah, we should be 2-0 on the weekend.
Does this bother you at all?
I don't care, man.
You can go all night, guys. It doesn't. You can't shake the vet. You can't shake the vet.
At the end of the day, I'm going back to LA. They got to stay in Minnesota. I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, all right. Hey.
All right, well, there have been
Search and destroy.
a lot of influential people throughout history. You know, you've got your Mahatma Gandhis, your Muhammad Alis, your Julius Caesars, you know, your Achilles. You know, there's been a lot of influential people throughout history that are, you know, inspirational to many, many people out there. And you know what, man? The title says it all. I'm going to get straight into it. My inspiration, celebrity inspiration in this life is none other than Aches.
Let's go. That's why he's on our team.
Let's go, David. You can't snipe like that, Clay.
You can never snipe like that, Clay. That was easy, Clay.
Easy.
That was easy.
Patrick Price, the main man himself. And I know I'm going to get a bunch of Green Wall fans hating on me right now for saying that, but you know what? That's kind of what builds you in life. You got to learn to roll with the punches, say the unpopular things. And this is why, even to this day, Aches is just one of my favorite people in this sort of CDL comp COD community. It's just because he's not afraid to say things that might even be considered outrageous. He doesn't care about the hate he gets. He you know, he's got the titles, he's got the achievements to back up whatever claims he wants to say. And that's just that's just something I find not only funny, but like just super like I give him a lot of credit for it, because we kind of know how a large part of this community is. You know, you gotta sometimes, a lot of the times anyway, try and stay on the Green Wall's good side. You know, you don't want to upset the Optic fans too much. But Aches, man, him, and I can't really think of anyone else on the top of my head that goes to his level, where he's just not afraid. He is not afraid of criticizing Optic. He's the only person who will say Shotzi is not a superstar, even after getting 3 rings. Which is just it's pretty hilarious. But you know what, man, I agree with a lot of what Aches says, man. I agree with a lot of Aches' takes. I feel like a lot of people get really salty and hurt whenever he does make criticisms, and even when he does do his sort of half trolling. And yeah, man, and yeah, that's why you know, I consider Aches to be the real king. You know, the real king is not Scump, it's not King Charles, Prince Charles, whatever title is going by these days. Yeah, it's King Charles. Yeah, just let me wake up for a bit. It's Patrick Price himself. 2 times COD World Champion. He won in Ghosts, and then he won in World War II, 4 years apart. He made a miraculous comeback in the 2018 year. Credit is where credit is due, man. Obviously, there are people out there with more rings. You know, Clayster, Karma, and now Shotzi. But are rings everything?
How did you play that?
Or are we considering overall storylines, overall character, personality? Are we taking into account
Thanks. You just
Overall tournament wins, I believe Aches has 17 tournament wins altogether. I mean, he competed from all the way from Black Ops 2, which, I mean, I guess if we consider that's when Comp COD really started, all the way up till, I think, in the middle of MW19 he retired. Yeah, all the way in the middle of MW19, and what an awful game that was, so I don't blame Aches for retiring. He probably saw how the franchise was going. He was like, you know what, I've got my 2 rings. I'm out. Peace. So I don't blame him at all. And look, with that logic, if rings are everything, if rings are all that matters, you know, and you know, if it doesn't, if major tournaments don't matter, you know, all these tournaments that happen, you know, throughout the year, if they don't matter, then surely Arceties is better than Scump in that regard. Arceties is more worthy of the title of king than Scump, surely. Nah, look, a lot of me is kind of just trolling here. I grew up with Scump. I've got a huge amount of respect for Scump. I still watch Scump to this day. Scump is one of my favorite personalities. So yeah, I'm not hating on Scump. That before the Green Wall get their pitchforks out, you know, that's just thought I'd get that out there. But yeah, man, I kind of just want to provide a quick commentary on Aches, and I feel like he just doesn't really get the credit he deserves, man. Aches is one of the most super underrated people in the community. Like I said, he gets hate because, I mean, all throughout his career, he just had Optic's number. You know, 2016 Champs comes to mind, where Optic were pretty much dominating the entirety of Black Ops 3, but Aches, when he was on Cloud9, just sent them home. So I think that's you know, one of the reasons why he gets so much hate is because obviously most of Comp COD fans are Optic fans, and yeah, Aches was absolutely running them throughout the majority of his career. So there's that to take into consideration. And of course, just you know, he's I like Aches' takes because he reminds me of he's very old school in terms of his thinking. You know, he purports, you know, the fact that games these days, overall Comp COD now, is nowhere near as skillful as it was back when he was competing, and I kind of agree, man. I kind of agree. He's kind of the only one who, I mean, he's not the only one, but he really emphasizes that on the flank. You know, he emphasizes, you know, how crazy and ridiculous aim assist is, the way the maps are just horrifically designed, and you know, he talks about how right now is the plumber era. I think that's what he's mentioned. I can't remember if it was Aches or if it was someone else, but I'm pretty sure he kind of sort of goes on to purport that narrative. Yeah, man, I find Aches super funny. And look, man, he tried doing the community a service. I was a big fan of X-Defiant. I really enjoyed that game for however long it lasted. All I wish was that there was a search and destroy mode, because I'm primarily an S&D player. I care mainly about sort of the comp scene. I wish I had a comp scene going for it, and it got to that stage, but yeah, I'm not really into pubs. I'm not really into public match. I haven't been into public match for like 10 years. So competitive, when it comes to arena shooters like Call of Duty, etc., competitive esports aspect is the only thing that I'm interested in. I'm not even in. I've said this before on my channel. I'm just not really interested in the actual games themselves, which I guess puts me in a tiny minority of people. But so be it. But yeah, man. Look, I mean, when it comes to influential people throughout history, for me it will always be Aches. This is the guy right here. I mean, you think about it. I mean, how many tournament wins did Julius Caesar have? How many MLG tournaments did Mahatma Gandhi win? I tried searching on Google. I couldn't find anything. I could find plenty for Aches though. The guy right here. So yeah, man. Just want to make a quick commentary on Aches, because I just feel like no one really. Yeah, like I said earlier, no one really gives him the credit, and no one really provides much commentary on the guy himself individually. I know many people tune into the flank and see him for himself. So yeah, I just wanted to provide a quick commentary on that. And yeah, I mean, maybe the next videos I'll go through some of my favorite other personalities: Zuma, Scump, Nade Shot, Octane. Yeah, I'll even do one for Benji and Nassim. Why not? But yeah, for me, man, Aches will always be my favorite personality in the space. Just because of how, not only just because of how brutally honest he is, but just his impeccable trolling capabilities, which kind of aligns with some of my characteristics in this life. You know, I kind of like to troll for a little bit. You know, I like to say outrageous things. If you know me in real life, you'll know that. But yeah, thank you so much to you guys for tuning in, and yeah, hopefully I'll make some more of these, and we'll go from there.